Hey everybody, it's me Stacy here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com, and welcome to today's Make It Monday event where we bring you maybe not the most current release from your favorite manufacturers, but at this price, holy smokes artichokes, it will become a fast favorite. You see, that's what a Make It Monday event is. We do it every Monday, 6 p.m. sunny California time, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. I generally have one bundle for you. One bundle. The value of that bundle is normally between $80 and $100, sometimes a little bit more, but your price is just $19.99 for everything in that bundle. Quite often, it's like buy one, get everything else free, and sometimes it's even better than that. So for the past month, we have been doing our warehouse sale during our Make It Monday events. And well, the warehouse sale for June is over with. So it is time to get back to what we are used to. And when will the next warehouse sale be? I don't know. It depends upon how long it takes us to fill these warehouse sale orders. So hang tight. You know we're doing it as fast as we can. But this Make It Monday will not be affected by the warehouse sale. Nope, that warehouse sale is a completely different type of sale if you place your order today, and it is just for the items inside the Make It Monday category. Your order will start to ship probably tomorrow. We can't ship it today because by the time you see this, we're already closed. But we'll start shipping them tomorrow. So I have got Sizzix for you on our Welcome Back Make It Monday. And you can't call it a Make It Monday unless you make something. So I'm gonna keep it pretty simple today. I gotta get back into the flow of doing Make It Mondays because during the warehouse sale, I just showed you all the fabulous product for 25 cents, 50 cents, 75 cents, $1. But now I got to get back into making. So I'm going to keep it pretty simple, but I think it's pretty clever because I'm only going to use one of the die sets that Sizzix has got in this fabulous bundle for you. Now, can you find this Make It Monday anywhere? No, it is exclusive to Scrapbooking Made Simple. So we partner with the most amazing manufacturers, and they put together not just Make It Mondays, but they help with New For You Thursdays and Saturday with Stacy YouTube classes, and sometimes are in the studio with Stacy. So we partner with the most amazing manufacturers, and then as they have older product that needs to go, it's been sitting in their warehouse. Well, hello, let it sit in my, well, I don't have a warehouse. Let's be clear. Let it sit in our little back room. We'll take it. So we are able to offer it to you. Like I said, this bundle is $94.96 for $19.99. And we have Sizzix to thank for it. So I'm going to tilt down. I'm going to walk you through the bundle. We're going to make a make, but then I have the most beautiful samples from some of the Sizzix makers to share with you. And even if you're like, nah, not the bundle, stay for the samples. They are so inspiring and creative and may just spark a little something in you like, hey, I like what they did there. I think I'm going to take that and make it my own. Now you may copy it exactly, and of course that's the highest form of flattery, but you also may take some inspiration from it and throw your own crafty goodness on top of it. But the samples are worth the price of admission, and the price of admission is just watching the video. So I'm gonna tilt on down. I'm gonna get started for today. We are live chatting right now, so please say hello and we'll all say hello back to you. And I'll walk you through the bundle, we'll make, and then I'm going to show you the finished samples. It is available right now, and it is limited. When they are gone, they are gone. So if you like that price of $19.99 and you want it to be for us to start shipping it tomorrow, now's the time. All right, you guys, It's good to see everybody. It's good to be back to a normal Make It Monday. Let's give it up for Sizzix and almost $95 worth of product for $19.99. Want to see what you're going to get? I'm going to tilt on down. Bye, everybody. Okay, so let's zoom on in. I think that might be pretty good, actually. So I have got one bundle, like I said, $19.99. It's $94.96. It is from Sizzix. Let me show you what's inside. My goodness, even if you share the bundle with somebody else, you take 2 dies, they take 2 dies, and a few months later you swap and you each swap the dies. So I've got a Thinlet set right here. And actually this is the set we're gonna be playing with. It has 8 dies in it. It is called Flower Frames. And these dies do make frames. So they do make the frame. And we're gonna play with this, so I'm gonna show you. But what else can you do with this die? I wonder. And then I've got a beautiful little, you've got the little florals and the labels, and this is called layered labels. So all the dies, and the dies have little detail in them. And then they've thrown in a couple cute little flowers just to have something to decorate with. So there's 2 dies. Our next is a Tim Holtz die. Big flower, lovely layering flower. This is brushstroke flower number 4 from Tim. Love the rose. And it is only made up of 4 dies to get this done. Nice. And then we have another Tim Holtz die, and this is Brushstroke Flowers Mini. And look at how cute are they. So this is made up of 14 dies to give you all of this. Now we're talking 1, 2, 3, 4 dies that would normally cost almost $95. So 20, 40, 60, 80. Well, then they're more than 20 bucks each. Something has to have been, I bet this one's closer to $30, $35 because of everything you get in it. But not today. All of it is $19.99. So if you already have the Tim, you might want to just get it for these and share these with somebody else. Of course, if you own more than one, you can cut faster because you can cut more on your platform. You have more dies. Here it is. This is a great deal. And like I said, I've got beautiful samples to show you, but I'm going to play with this set. This is the set that I'm going to work with. And let's put this away. I think this is the one. I had one that I was playing with, but I can't tell anymore. So, all right, this is the die I'm gonna play with. Let's see what we're gonna do with it. Now they are what they call Thinlets. And they do make frames. So you can see the frame around it. As opposed to it having just a cut line here and making a big solid, it also has a cut line on the inside, making a detailed frame. All of these are going to make a frame. You even have a cute little center. So I wanted to show you a little bit about that before I get started, just so you can see what I mean. And let's just grab some paper. And let's do some quick die cutting. So you can see I'm going to do one here. Now, I don't know if I can get it through both. I'm going to try just to see. I don't know if I'll get it through both sheets, but we'll try. Worst case scenario is I got to cut another one. All right, so let's send it on through. And being that it's a Thinlet, I'm bringing over my Sizzix Big Shot machine. And I have got my base platform that comes with your machine. I've got my solo shim or your A shim that comes with your machine. You can see mine has been much loved and tattered. It doesn't matter, as long as it goes through the machine, it's gonna work great. I've got a cut plate down here. I've got my dies, and I am gonna try 2 pieces of paper. So this die is a wafer die, chemically etched die is what it's called. It's a wafer die, and you can see why it's wafer thin. There is no blade on it, so it's very user-friendly, doesn't hurt anybody. And with that being said, you can't cut something like metal or plastic or acetate or leather, things like that, because there's no blade. It can only go as thick as that little ridge is. So we're gonna give a try for 2 pieces of paper and see what happens. I'm probably gonna have to rotate and bring it back. I'm not gonna use a precision base plate because this is an open frame die. And I'm just gonna send it through and let's see what we get. So, oh, there's one. I was waiting for a ka-thump. Now I didn't rotate it, but I could, just to be on the safe side. And let's send it back one more time. And what a rotation does is it allows the roller in your machine to hit the die in a new and unique way. It adds the pressure because everybody's die cut machine, no matter who manufactures it, every die cut machine has a sweet spot, and everybody's sweet spot could be in a different place. So by rotating the die, it gives that die the opportunity to hit that sweet spot and die cut through. Now I'm playing with 110-pound paper right now. And let's see if we got it. It's close, but not quite. It wants to, it's thinking about it, but at 110 pounds, that was asking a lot of my die. Cut this one out, no problem, easy peasy. So let's just do another out of the blue. I won't try to cut 2. And at the same time, I won't have to roll backwards and forwards. So 110-pound paper, a little rough. We're gonna try it one more time with 110-pound paper on white, but we'll see what happens. Send it on through. And bring it on back. And that die cut like butter. Like butter. Everything just fell out easy peasy. I want to grab my bone folder because I think I'm going to need it in just a few. All right, so ultimately what happens is it makes this nice frame. All of the designs on that set make a frame that you can then use the backing for. You can just use the frame, you can just use the solid, but instead of it cutting out a solid piece this size, it's given you the frame and the solid. And that is how the oval works. It's how the little flower works. This cuts a fun little shape, and then we have a center. The little banner is a regular banner, so you can cut a banner and then stamp into it. But one frame, two frames, 3 frames, a little decor element, a little center, some little leaves to add in, and a banner die because they had the room. And that's what you're going to get. Whether you choose to use the frame by itself, you choose to use the solid by themselves, you choose to put them together and do something with them together, it's really up to you. The option is yours because they've given you that beautiful little frame to go around. I am going to try and use that frame to do a card base. So again, I've got 110-pound paper here. This is pretty heavy paper. And I'm gonna ask that little die to cut through it. We'll see how it goes. I've got my little bone folder. This is my Yasutomo bone folder. It's a bamboo bone folder. It's really nice and it's really inexpensive. I wanna say it's like $4. And it just does a great job. And because it's made out of bamboo, it is super strong, eco-friendly, really nice for the price. Even without the price, even if it was $19.99, it's a great little folder. I like that it has the little tip and it's not rounded off, because then I can get in and get some good detail with that. But I am gonna take this one and I'm gonna try and make a card base out of it. Now, to make a card base, you're like, how are you gonna do that? It's a frame, Stacy. It makes those little frames. That's what it's supposed to do. Well, yes. We're just gonna do it a little differently. I'm gonna take my die and I'm gonna hold my die slightly off the score line. So here's my die. If I put my die where I can't see it on my paper, I'm gonna get exactly what I got. I'm gonna get this combination all out of white. But if I take my die and I hold it just above the score line of my white paper, it has nothing to cut here. There's no paper there. So it's not going to impact that score line. It's going to leave it exactly where it is. Now I can choose to have something like really narrow if I was doing maybe seating table placements, place cards for seating tables, or I can make basically a full-size card just by holding that off. And again, this is 110-pound paper, so we're gonna give it a whirl and see what happens. We'll see how close I come. Trim my paper down, bring my machine over. Put my paper in. In fact, I can even trim down the bottom just a little bit. I've got my die. And you can see that I'm going to keep that die above the score line of the fold of my paper. And I'm just using white cardstock. Then let's put our do not cut plate right over the top. And let's send it on through. I can tell you I'm not centered. There we go. Let's try that. And it's going to be a tighter roll. I'm asking it to go through lots of paper. All right, that's good. Boy, I wasn't centered at all. Let's roll back, which is always super easy. And then I am going to give a rotate and send it on back through again, which again is super easy. And then I'm going to bring it on back and let's see what we get. I must have something on my plates that are dirty. Well, that's coming off fine. Just this little one right there, just not quite enough pressure. And I've made a card base. Now I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to grab a different cut plate because there's something on this. Or do not cut plate. There's something on that that is not. Ooh, a new clean one. So let's try that again. Still keep this, but let's try that again. Let's grab another piece of white paper, fold it in half. Give a score. Let's cut our paper down. And send it through, and maybe with a new top plate, a do not cut plate, it'll cut nice and clean. So I'm going to keep that score line below my die, where my die is. I could have it all the way up here and have a smaller piece, or down here and have a bigger. Make sure I'm all centered up. Put my brand new do not cut plate over the top. And send it on through. Oh, nice easy roll. That was nice. Nice easy roll. That was nice. And now rotate. And send it on through. So you want to make your own card base out of your color of cardstock? This is how you do it. I wonder if I can even get it to go this way. Let's see. Just to add one more roll, one more added layer of pressure to make the paper cut. Well, that worked perfectly. So the little frame I don't need. I'm just taking that frame right off the side. That was great. Holy smokes. Okay, so I think maybe I needed a new do not cut plate. Look at that. So I'm not going to use that little frame at all. It's still there. I'm going to not use that at all. I'm going to get rid of that. And I have created for myself a fabulous little card base. Easy peasy, mac and cheesy, right? Love that. This one's dirty, but I could turn it this way and use it like this. So now I have two of them. So instead of doing a solid and an outer frame, I made a card base out of mine. Now I said I wanted to use one set of dies. This is all I'm going to use today. So I'm going to grab this fun little piece here and I'm going to cut it a couple times. And let's see what we get. So I'm going to do some pink. And let's see, what have I got over here? The pink was right there. That blue looks pretty, right? That's a pretty blue with it. And that goes with it really well. That's a little bright, but those are fun, happy colors. Those look like the Disney 70th anniversary colors. Ooh, okay. Ooh, I wasn't planning on that, but that's where it led me. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'll cut a hack off of this. And a hack off of that. And a hack off of this one. And that should give me plenty to play with. Can I get two out of here? Oh, easy peasy. All right, so I got 4 colors there to play with. let's die cut. And I'm just gonna die cut this little piece that comes with this one set. Now this set is worth the $19.99 on its own, but you still have 3 more sets that you get to play with. I wanted to show you that we could make something fun and cute. I hope it's gonna be fun and cute. I'm not 100% sure what we're doing yet, but we're gonna go for it. I like the colors I chose. They're summery, happy. And I'm just gonna die cut. Send it through, send it back. Okay, one done. You think I can do 2 of these? I don't know. Send it through. Send it back. Let's go all the way through. Send it back. All right, I've got 2 in the purple. Now let's play with the pink. Two in the pink. Die cut's just easy peasy out. And can I get one more out of there? Absolutely I can. So 2 in the pink. And then 2 in the yellow. Do we try? It's only yellow paper. Worst case scenario, I have to cut another one. So a little harder to get through because it's a little thicker, but it's still rolled through really easy. And then I am going to rotate it. Just so that sweet spot hits a different way. You always want to rotate because every machine is different, no matter who the manufacturer is. Your Sizzix Big Shot machine, nope, I didn't get it through both. Got it through one without any problem, but not the 2. Okay, although that's a very nice embossing, but it's not what I'm going for. So let's grab another piece of yellow. Doesn't matter if you have one Big Shot machine and your friend has another Big Shot machine and you bought them at the exact same time, it is likely that your sweet spots are going to be in different places. It also depends upon how often you use your machine. The more you use it, eventually over time, the pressure will change. My machine is old. I mean, it's old. like, oh so clever Karina has tried to get me to she sent me a machine. It's sitting right down there. It really is, Karina. I can see it. I just can't bring myself to use it. It's so perfect and so pristine and so pretty. Use it, use it. That's what I would be telling you. If you told me you had a brand new machine sitting there and your machine was older, I'd be the first one saying, well, use it, use it. But this one still has life in it. It's still working. It's still giving me an incredible amount of pleasure every time I die cut through it. All right, so now I've got a few of each color, 2 of each color. Let's play. So I have 2 cards. This one still has the little edge that I didn't get off. I'm gonna go, oh, well, thank you. It was holding on by a little Chad. Oh, look at that. Okay, thank you. So I have 2 of them. So let's see, what do I want to do? What if I make opposites? Paula Abdul, opposites attract. Okay, I just dated myself. If you know who Paula Abdul is and you know the song, then you just dated yourself too. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2. And 1, 2. Oh, I need 2 more of those. All right, we're going to make 1 card. I would need to die cut a few more to do both of them. So 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I've got all these pieces. Although I can probably get away with that. See, this is on the fly. So we're just going to go for it. Maybe I can get 2 cards done now that I'm looking at it, because I bet I can get 2. All right, so I'm using sticky dots. These are by me, Scrapbooking Made Simple. They're called sticky dots. You get 10 sheets of 8 by 10 sheets. There are hundreds of thousands of little sticky dots on here. Literally hundreds and thousands of sticky dots. They are perfect, 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 perfect for intricate dies. You put your paper down, you close it up, you give a nice press, and your sticky dots have adhered to the back. They are repositionable until they're not. At some point they cure down. Okay, it's okay out there. We're not New York, or at least downtown New York or Manhattan. Lots of honking going on out there. So they let you put them down, and maybe there's a wedding. Maybe that's what it is. They let you put it down, and now your paper is being held. And once they cure, doesn't take long, but once they're down, they're down. So I've got 1, and I'm just going to cut this off the back. And then I can go this way. Okay, that's fun. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put those off to the side, because what if I want to keep them? And then I have the pink. And so I'm just making corners. Out of this little thing, I'm making some cute little corners. And because I added my sticky dots to the back, they're down. Yes. Now, if I take this and that, can I then use 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know, maybe. Let's put some sticky dots on these and see. So anywhere the paper did not pick up the sticky dots, I can go back and pick them up. So the dots are only going to pick up where you see the paper. All that open space, all this space here, those dots are going to stay right there. So you go back and you use them again. Give a nice burnish. Now, when you get these and you open them up, you may find some dots on the top liner. That's from the pressure and the heat of making them and then shipping them. All you have to do is wipe them off, and that way they don't transfer. But hundreds of thousands of dots. Probably shouldn't. Well, we're going to wait and see what happens. So I wanted this one. There. And then cut it off. And then I can put the balance down here. And then cut it off. And then I think I'll take this fun color. It's kind of a periwinkle maybe. And let's do this side. And cut it off. And then let's go down here. So one die cut, one of each color. No problem. There we go. So now we've got 2 peas in a pod. 2 peas in a pod. And I think I'm going to take and fill in a little bit of this. So maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that'll do. Let's put them 1, 2, 3. Put it right in the center because it didn't take anything out of there. And then let's do these as well. 1, 2, 3. So I'm making a sticker out of all of these. And then just give a really good press. I'll take a purple one. And you can see the little dots on the back of it. And I'm going to put a purple one inside a pink. And it fits perfectly because remember, it was the inside of that die cut. Fits perfectly. No matter what color you use, it's still going to fit perfectly. So one. And now let's see. I need to use a pink and a purple. And then we'll trim that off. One. And one. The colors are so happy. Now I need a blue, so I can take the blue one right out of here. And let's put our blue one, and it fits right in. Give it a press and it fits right in. So one. And two. And then the last color we're using is yellow. Oh, I didn't have a lot of dots in there, so I'm going to put a little more dot on it over here. Oh, now I got oodles. And you really can see the dots. Hundreds of thousands of little micro dots. And in it goes. All right. So this is where we're at. But I do have enough to do both of them. So we'll put a pink inside the yellow. We'll put a purple, a yellow inside the pink. We'll put a blue inside the pink. Or a purpley blue. And then our happy bright summer blue inside the yellow. And then just trim them out. Now remember, I used this set to make my die base too. Or my card base. All out of this one set. So now I've made a card base, and I've made some darling little corners. And I'm just using paper. Think of all the extra paper you have. Well, the different cardstock you might already have. You can do this with pattern paper. Whatever makes your heart happy. So now I got two. Now where are we going to go from here? Okay, so where are we going to go from here? So I'm left with these two, which I'm going to use here. I'm not crazy about that. I'm not crazy about one either. It's not enough. I'm not, no. So I thought maybe off-shadowing it, maybe just a little bit, might be enough to pop it, but that doesn't work for me either. Huh. What if I off-center it that way? That way's kind of cute. That looks kind of cute. And then I have these two in here. Okay, that's kind of cute. And happy and fun. Let's put some sticky dots on these and let's put these together. And then I knew I was going to need to stamp something because there aren't any sentiments with the dies, the 19.99 bundle. Knew I was going to have to stamp something. So I brought over a stamp set. I think it's discontinued, but I just needed something. And now I'm looking at it, it might be too big. Okay, so if I have that one, then maybe I do the blue on top and the purple on the bottom. And that one. Okay, that's getting kind of cute. Let's bring over the stamps that I grabbed. But now that I'm looking at it, they might be too big. Yeah, look, on the bright side, it's going to be two. These are two. I think Happy Thoughts, I think, is going to be too big. Yeah, I think Happy Thoughts is too big. All Good Vibes. Oh, we may have a winner chicken dinner with All Good Vibes. Well, let's try. What's the worst that can happen? I'll cover it up with something else. Now I'm just going to throw this on a stamp block and ink it up. And I'm just going to go for it and kind of guesstimate where the center is and do my best. All right, I'm happy. All Good Vibes. Oh, yeah. Oh, it just needed a sentiment. Look at how cute. Now, I just used literally 2 dies out of this set, and I made my card base. Let's do All Good Vibes on this one. Let's do them both and get them done. Let's make sure that it's don't stamp upside down. I have done that before. So I'm just going to guesstimate where my center is and just go for it. All Good Vibes. Now I have oodles and oodles of these little pieces left, oodles of them. And if I really wanted to, I could piece them back in, maybe in a different color. But yeah, no. Although that's super cute. No, Stacy. No. All Good Vibes. Okay, these are sweet little cards. Not much to them. They're not over the top. I do think I'm going to pop them though. I think I'm going to grab some of my GG foam tape. And I think I'm going to add a little bit of foam tape to the back of them and pop them just a little bit. So I used this tape on this week's Saturday with Stacy class. Love this foam tape. It is easy to use. It does not make a mess. It cuts like a dream. It's 2 mil high. It sticks like a dream. Doesn't gum up your scissors. I'm just going to add a little bit. You think that's going to be too thick? No. And with one die set out of the $19.99 bundle, and we didn't even use all the dies that come in the set, we made a fun little summer card. My center pops. I made a cute little, that's a cute little summer card. I even made the card base using the die. Love that. Simple, easy, effective. Doesn't have to be more than that. You can make a whole bunch of these just using those 2 dies out of the same set. And don't stamp anything yet until you know what you needed to say. This is a great little birthday card. It's a great little thinking of you card. It's a summer fun card. What did I do with my other little piece? It's a use up your extra, all your scrap paper card. And you don't have to make the card base. I just wanted to show you that you don't have to make it a frame either. It's lovely as a frame, beautiful, but if you want to make your own card bases out of your own colors, out of the cardstock you own, that's a great die to do it with. That and the oval that it comes with in that set. Really great, because then you'd end up with an oval card base, which is so pretty. Oh, there it is. I knew it was somewhere. And all good vibes. And bam! Just on white, the colors pop. And I'm done. And I used this set here. And I only used this die here and this die here out of that whole set, which would be great for $19.99. But it's even better when you get the additional labels and flowers, and you get the additional Tim Holtz flowers, which again, if you like to die cut, having more than one of these is handy, because then you can cut more at one time. So all 4 sets for $19.99. But I really wanted to play with this one because I just love being able to make card bases out of my own paper. And my paper's 110 pound. And I thought sometimes less is more, and I wanted something happy and springy, and I think I achieved it. It was kind of summery, springy. I like the colors. They're fun. And they do look like the Disney 70th anniversary colors. So, the bundle consists of the 4 dies. 2 are Tim Holtz. It retails for $94. Oh, let me put that one back in. It retails for $94.96. So $95 for all intents and purposes. Your price is just $19.99. And let me show you some samples. I've got beautiful samples from the girls. So these were done, and Guy. I saw Brendan was in here, and Guy. So these were done by some of the makers for Sizzix. And some fabulous Instagrammers out there. Please go support their Instagram page. This one is done by Brenda DeLoyer, handmade just for you. It's Stamp Ink Create by Brenda DeLoyer. Now here, she used that frame die, just the frame die on top of a solid blue. And it looks like it made a mat. It's like a faux mat almost, because it looks like you've got a whole piece of this pattern paper underneath and then another piece of blue on the top. Look at the flowers she did. Hello, Brenda. This is beautiful. And you picked the same color now. Okay, so I don't want to, mine's very simple. But we picked the same colors, Brenda. Great minds think alike. It's beautiful. And here I have Britt Bass. Hello, Britt. How are you? And here we've got that almost looks like a leopard print. I love the frame that's going around it. And she took the Tim Holtz. She put one down here and cut along. She put one up here and cut along. Really pretty. So that's Britt Bass, and she's at Ms. Witchcrafter, MZ Witchcrafter. Ms., let me see if I can get this, Ms. Witchcrafter. That's at Instagram. Go follow her. Go follow Brenda. Ooh, love this. We got some crackle going on. We've got some stenciling. We've got the Tim Holtz flower, and this is Dana M at Dana M_Divine Goddess on Instagram. Ooh, pretty. Love that. Let me see if I can get it to zoom so you can follow Dana. Beautiful. Love this. It's beautiful. Oh, okay. This is nice too. This is beautiful too. Tanya Brooks. So Tanya did the background in black. So here's the oval. Here's the oval. And she paper pieced back in the frame, and she did an embossing on the center of the oval that fell out. So she cut her piece of paper. She die cut her ovals. She paper pieced back in the oval frame. She embossed the solid and paper pieced it back in. That gives you the matte finish on the outside, but the embossing on the inside. And then she went in and used her Tim Holtz. Tanya.Brooks2. Ooh, lovely. Now, it's super important to me that the makers get the credit that they deserve. They made these, not me, and they should deserve all the accolades. Here we have Brennan. Hey, Brennan. Look at that. So he has taken the little flowers. I'm going to guess it's the little flowers from here. He's die cut them. He's put them down on his paper. He went ahead and he inked in an ombre, so lighter on the top, darker on the bottom. And then he came in and he hit them with a little bit of gold just to make them like pop a little bit. And then you've got one of the labels. So that label came out of this set right here. Actually, everything came out of this set. The flowers came out of this set. The label came out of that set. Hey, Brennan. And Oh, Brennan, BK, what's your Instagram, Brennan? If you're watching, post your Instagram. BK, I would grab my phone, but I can't. Find Brennan on Instagram. And then we have Zelda. Hello, Zelda. So she took those florals and just made the most beautiful wreath. And you've got that background going on that's so lovely and soft. Oh, and the little blings happening. So pretty, Zelda. And it's at Zell's Crafts. So at Zell's Crafts. Ooh, I like this one too. Britt, this is beautiful. Look at all the layering Britt did. My goodness gracious. Holy smokes. I think she cut it. Wait. Oh, okay. Wait for it. Even I had to wait for it. Look at how that is. So she did what I did. She made a card base out of that label. That's how she got this done. Oh, really clever. Really clever. And again, great minds think alike. She made a card base out of the biggest label. Then she scored it to get her fold. Really nice, Britt, at Ms. Witchcrafter. And then we move on. Hello, Tanya and Stacy. I would be honored to sit right next to you at wherever we're going. I think we would be super fast friends. She made the darling little nameplates, and all she did was take one of the labels, die cut it, score it in half, and you've got those darling little nameplates. I would absolutely be fast friends with Tanya. And then the flowers to help decorate. So darling. Oh, and then see again, love this. So this is Brenda DeLawyer. Here you've got the card base. She made a card base, and here she's put the frame on the inside, and then all the layers on the outside, and the beautiful Tim Holtz florals. Well done, Brenda. I love that we're all kind of on the same wavelength. Ooh, and Dana. Look at that. How pretty. And it's a top fold. Look at that. So pretty. Love all the watercolory. If I didn't know better, I would say that was a dryer cloth. I'm not 100% sure. Could be wrong. And then Zelda, pretty Zelda. Here she's used my embossing folder, my golden rings, which is actually part of the YouTube Yummy this week. It's on sale. She's used vellum. She used the banner that came with the frame. She used the ovals. So she cut the oval out of black to get the frame, and then she cut it out of vellum to get the insert. This is Zelda, and it's just darling. Oh, Zelda. Okay, I'll make it better. If that was me who tweaked it, I'm sorry. But there, looky, it's all better. And then we have Brennan again, and Brennan has used one of my, I think that's my stamp from Sizzix. And you've got one of my dies. And then he's taken just the little bits, probably out of this set right here. Just the extra little leaves and foliage, and made something super simple. Super simple. So that's one of this is a stamp from Sizzix by me, and this is one of my dies. This is, I think this is Belinda's hexagons, I think. I'm gonna take a good stab at it and say yes. Okay, so go where your heart takes you. This is by Dana. Okay, so this goes this way. All right, I see what you did. So this piece is the leftover of this die cut. So she just made two. Why not? She had that extra leftover piece. Why not use it? And here, so cute, Tanya. This is just darling. Look at the little flowers with the garland. So the garland, that little piece came out of the set that I was using. And the flowers came out of the Tim Holtz set. Ooh, pretty Brit. So Brit also used my stamp from Sizzix. She used the label in the set. She's used the flowers, the Tim Holtz flowers, and it's beautiful. It looks just like a fence. It looks absolutely gorgeous, Brit. This is Brit Bass, Ms. Witchcrafter. Tanya.Brooks 2. Is it BDK? Ah, Brennan, you didn't put your, I think it's BDK on Instagram. You'll have to go look. Look at this. Holy smokes, artichokes. Oh, holy smokes. Who did this? Look at this is gorgeous. And it's got a pocket. Of course it does. Of course it's got a pocket. Zelda, I should have known. Zelda, this is fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. So, amazing makes by the makers. Really. Absolutely love each. I want to make sure I have one from each of them. So I've got Brennan. I've got Stamp Ink Create by Brenda DeLoyer. I have got Tanya Brooks, Tanya.Brooks 2. I've got Ms. Witchcrafter, Brit Bass. I am missing, but which one do I want from her? Oh, this one's my fave. Dana. So Dana M_Divine Goddess. I mean, absolutely beautiful. You guys did such a great job. And then I've got Zelda over here. So pretty, so lovely. And for $20, that's it, $20. That's the price of admission for this Make It Monday, $19.99. Yes, we have them in our retail store. Yes, we have them online. So online is scrapbookingmadesimple.com. Can you find this bundle anywhere? No, it's exclusive just for us. So if you love it, get it while we've got it. We'll start shipping them tomorrow, and you can have it for the weekend for play day. Unless you're on the East Coast, then it might take a little, well, it could be to you by Friday if we ship tomorrow. You never know. We use USPS, so you never know. But we have it here. It is an amazing bundle, an amazing price. And I kept it super simple. I just went easy peasy mac and cheesy. And the girls and Brennan, the makers, they made. So it's me, Stacy, Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com, and I will see you tomorrow for our next In the Studio with Stacy, where I take paper crafting products and fine art products and really teach a class on how amazing fine art product, specifically from Royal Talons and Yasutomo and some other amazing manufacturers. I'm trying to think of who else is back there. We mix it all together, make magic happen. And this month, for the entire month, we are working with Ecoline watercolor jars. And what we did with them last week, and we didn't use not even a little bit of water. So I will see you tomorrow, 6 p.m. sunny California time, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, right back here, where it's a totally new class, completely different from this, as we do incorporate that fine art. And come, let's play. All right, until then, everybody, again, it's me, Stacy, Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. I will see you all later. Bye.